This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Florida's offense comes onto the field first today. There's Tramell Jones Jr. This is nothing but a good-on-good matchup. Big-time offense, elite defense. It ought to be fun. The run inside. It's Pryor. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Handoff for Ball. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. There he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They go right back to it. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires quickly. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Jones to throw. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Here's the pressure. Buried before he could blink.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Pressure coming. He's inside the 15. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And I know he tucked that thing, and he got some good yards, but as a defense, that's exactly why you're so thankful to be in 3rd and long. You're backed up. You're taking away the passing game. No explosive plays. He takes off and run. He chews up some yardage, but you do what you're supposed to do. You throw that fist in the air, and you force the 4th down.
Trying to run. It's Pryor. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So South Carolina's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the sophomore running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Gonna run it. It's McAllister. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harbor. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Jones wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Off the RPO, complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
Oh, a lot of space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Sellers finds his man. It's Harbor. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running inside, it's McAllister. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Swings it out to the flat. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. Here comes the offense on first down. He goes right back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Buying some time. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. And how quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
White 53, white 53.
They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Put 6 on the board. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak. But right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum. And he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's Sellers to throw. Got a man. It's Tuggle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Jones to throw. Quick strike complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Gators sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The give on the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gators! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's McAllister. Runs through the tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Behind the chains now on second and long. Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's McAllister. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Turns it loose. And he's thrown another interception. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Jones to throw. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing, Sellers. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff for Auguste.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. With the catch, it's Gibson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his man. It's Mays. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Catch in the middle, it's Stockton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Mays. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Jones to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a grab over the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions. He turned the page, he got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal.
Move.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run play action, looking for an open area to his left. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They'll send the back in motion. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll give it to Auguste. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.